All right, Kenman here today. This is not a Civivi. This is the last from the Laid Off Pete collection. Did I save the best for last? What did I do? What's in here? Thanks again to Laid Off Pete for letting me borrow some of his knives extendedly. Then get this one out, check it out, and then get them all back to him. What is this today? We're looking at the Alliance Designs Scout. Boom. This is a small, delicate, yet fancy one. Check it out. Soak it in. What are we looking at, Kenman? Well, got the titanium handle with that kind of carved out, almost like arrow feather kind of design. Full frame lock titanium. And then we have RWL 34 on the blade steel. Nice, small, little slicey 3-finger offering here. Soak it in. Take a look. Those are really nice. Good little accents on there. Very clean, simple, fancy, smaller knife. There's the detent. Boom. Pretty strong little detent. Really, the only option you have is the flipper tab. And once you get a hold of it, it flips out nicely. Very small, you don't really need a choke up spot. This is a 3-finger knife for me. Clip cannot be swapped to the other side. Not a very deep carry. You're going to have this much of the knife sticking out, although it is small. You could just drop this in anywhere. It does not take up a lot of space. Look at this. Boom, see? Hides it right in the back of your hand there, see? Anyway. Clip is nice, looks like a titanium clip as well, but we can't swap it to the other side. It does have that frame lock there, so if I got my hand like this, I can kind of push against that and still get it to open. I've noticed it's kind of tight right here, which makes me nervous because sometimes it gets tight and when it pops loose, you can swing it into your thumb as a lefty. Not a major negative, but as a righty, even then, this is kind of a tighter pull. And it is small. There it didn't open because I was putting pressure on the lock that time with the right. You can kind of swing, shake it shut, take a few shakes. It is a smaller one, so it does take a little bit more for my larger hand to get a hold of it, and then it's kind of getting cupped into my palm. I don't know if this would be the one for me. It's just a little bit more work for me opening it up, and I feel like I could almost go like that and maybe catch my palm. But anyone with a smaller or regular size hand probably would enjoy this a little bit more. It does feel nice. It looks really nice. I like the design. Blade is centered right as it should be. It is a satisfying flick out. I just have a hard time kind of holding it in a comfortable manner. It is a smaller, delicate knife. Solid. No real play or movement there. Great design here. Alliance Designs. Okay, you got to zoom in a little extra further today. They do offer them in a few different colors, like a green and a red on the inlay color. It's kind of a fun little accent. Definitely small, 5 5/8 end to end. Blade is 2 3/8. 2.5 corner to corner, and just about a 2 3/8 cutting surface with a slight curve on the front of the belly there. 3 1/4, almost 3 3/8 on their handle. Where's my, oh, there she is. All right, blade thickness. Anybody have one of these other knives from this company? What should we check out next? 0.9. 9 carries all the way out to there. Nice little clean grind. Feels sharp. Handle 0.32. Definitely thin. Thickest spot here 7/8 with that 102. Thickest on the blade 0.73. And the never-ending battery continues. All right, zoom out for the scale here. 1.6. That is a light, smaller offering. I compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear. Good average bug out pyrite size. 3.29. Great EDC size. 1.6. Wow. Here's that Kaiser Drop Bear. Real fidgety, fun, multi-open. Lots of jumps. Great stuff right there. Not quite a full size, but still has a good 3/4 of an inch on the front and on the back there. Definitely bigger. This Alliance Designs is a small, the Scout. It's a small little Scout. Do a little paper cut test here. On to scrap. Ooh. That is easily a 9. Oh, I'm on the edge of that corner. Look at that. That is super sharp. 9 all day. Feels great. Fun to cut. Slides right on through. Thin, slicey, as it should be. Thanks again to Pete, Laid Off Pete, for loaning me some of his knives. It was a fun little ride. Last one was definitely a winner. What do we think about this? Comment below. Do you have one? Which color did you get? Much more to come on the channel. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.